Bombed homes, men beaten, families left behind. Syrian refugees in Tucson described their flight from their homeland. Stories from 7 families who are part of the exodus from Syria. Families who arrived in the West within the past few months. And 9 News Side's Keaton Thomas joins us tonight with a closer look at the crisis.
Well, good evening. So these families began the process a year and a half ago when they first applied to come to the United States, and it took that long just to pass through all of the interviews and background checks, and they didn't even know where in the U.S. they would eventually end up. But they tell me it's much better than this world of violence. For many of us in America, it's images like these that come to mind when we think of Syria. It's either thousands leaving for Europe or inside the country, visions of war, masked men, buildings leveled. Tonight, we're learning those images don't lie. Several families arriving here in Tucson within just the past few months, all refugees. They explained to me their own horrors.
His house he just told me it was demolished by the bomb. They bombed his house. So they left. A lot of people, they left. He told me just earlier that a lot of his friends left because they bombed their house. There's nothing left.
Rafak Ramadan's building leveled. Mofak Beige lost his livelihood.
He was driving, he's a taxi driver, so they stopped him and took him down, beat him, and took his money, took the car too.
That was in Syria?
That was in Syria.
Today, they're not in Syria. We joined them for a potluck at Freedom Park. Several of the Syrian refugee families joined in. Kids running around with no fear of violence, even selfies. And plenty of Syrian food. I'm told the refugees never wanted to leave Syria. They just had to. And now that they're in Tucson, they want to be a part of our community.
They want to meet the people and they want to start knowing the people and start working.
So it was quite the journey to get to Tucson, and they're grateful to be here, and they still, though, need a lot of help. The best way to do that is to get in touch with the Islamic Center of Tucson. Keaton Thomas, KGUN-9 on your side.
Thank you, Keaton.